Well, Smino, Love for Rent, album reaction time. In Discord, if you sign up for Patreon, $2 a month, one of the things you can have access to is Discord. I hang out there pretty often. It's fun. It's a good group of people in there. But in Discord, there is a pretty good community of people who make music and do all this different stuff, and we'll have different competitions. And I mean, I think the last one was like this collaboration beat making competition. And usually what we do is whoever wins the competition, I let them pick an album. So this album, Love for Rent, was chosen by the winner. They can't just pick any album. It kind of has to come from a pool of something that's at least been suggested fairly often. And this album has come up quite a bit. People have told me, Bob, you got to check this out. You're really going to love it. I was told last night for a palate cleanser, because I don't know anything about Smino. I don't know anything about this album. Go listen to Telephone. I did. I listened to it this morning. It'd been a long time since I'd listened to that album. I really enjoy Telephone. I kind of forgot. I like how just chill it is and kind of almost like spoken word, like you're hanging out like a bookstore or something, just super chill. Interesting lyrics, neat themes and stuff. It's cool little album. I'm glad I listened to it again this morning. So I don't know what to expect, but this is kind of the angle I'm coming from, is the Telephone area style of sound. Other than that, I guess there's only one music video, so I've got that. I'll do that at the end. That'll be Patreon only. And I don't really know what else to say. The title of the album really kind of makes my brain start working, Love for Rent. Love for Rent. You could take that a lot of different ways, renting love, or love that is temporary, that requires, consistent payment in some kind, which then puts a question of, well, what kind of love is that? Well, then you have to get into defining what actual love is. And, there's just a lot of layers I feel like you can peel back from off of a title like that, Love for Rent. And then the cover, it looks like, they're all dressed the same. It looks like different people. I wonder if it's supposed to be different people or if it's supposed to be the same person at like different stages. I don't know. It looks like different people. But they're all kind of crowded around in front of this mirror, fixing their hair. I don't know. It's interesting. So already kind of curious about this album and where it's going to go. There was a tweet as I was posting up, getting ready. I like to tweet just the album cover so people know what's coming. And somebody said this is a great album to get stoned to. And I didn't even know. I had already put on my Smoking Jam shirt. Looks like I picked the right one. Unfortunately, I am sober. I am not stoned. Maybe someday. We'll get to make a new subsection of the channel where Bob's a little red in the eyes while listening to some music. Okay, well, let's drop in. This is kind of a quick ride. 15 tracks, but 51-minute runtime. I think what I'll do is with the shorter tracks, I'll probably let them just play all the way through. And then, the longer ones, I'm trying to minimize the disruption to the flow. I'm trying to do less interruptions because I do talk a lot. Let's drop in. First track is called Arm the Source, I guess. I'm assuming so. Produced by Monty Booker. I wonder if it's multiple producers. Oh, yeah, looks like it. Yeah, lots of different producers. Okay, cool. Well, first time listening to Smino, as far as I know. I feel like I've heard him as a feature once, but I can't remember where. I've certainly seen the name before. And this album has certainly been recommended before. But anyway, let's jump in. First track is a shorter one, so we'll just play it all the way through. Arm the Source by Smino, produced by Monty Booker. Let's jump in. Here we go.
Okay, y'all. My little cousin gonna sing this next song.
Haha. Quiet, patient.
Get my fruit from the source. My answers from the master. Who guides my spirit.
Ha.
I get my fruit from the source.
Makes me think of the start to Blonde by Frank Ocean with the voice, you know? Huh.
Yeah, I got the whole gang with me, Riri, you know, Lil Rodney, Big Baby. You know, we all fine, nigga. What's happening, nigga? Yeah.
Huh. I guess I'll let it roll. Well, no, I'm going to pause it. So, two things I'll say real quick, since we're just kind of rolling into L's there, is this makes me think of Good Kid, Mad City. Just, I feel like right here, we're going to get swept up into this kind of art of peer pressure thing, right? We're rolling up, we're coming to get you here, all our friends. So that's the first thing that crossed my mind. And then earlier I was laughing, pork chop sandwich, because there's the old school G.I. Joe cartoons, the little PSAs they used to have at the end, and people have taken those and dubbed over them. And they're hilarious. And there's one where the kid catches the kitchen on fire. And they're cooking pork chop sandwiches. And anyway, just look up G.I. Joe PSA pork chop sandwiches. Anyway, okay, let's move into no L's. This is a neat little setup. Not a lot of talk. Let's kind of keep the ride going here. No L's. We're knocking on the door. Let me back it up. We'll start proper here. Here we go. Track 2. No L's, produced by Cal Banks. Neat little intro, though. I like that start.
Knock, knock, knock. Loud knocking. Good weed knocking at your door.
Good weed knocking at your door. Oh, nice.
Friday night.
Nice little hit right there.
Ain't got no license. I got all this stuff on my mind. This girl say, Smino, don't you know Friday or day? I told her I'm up on Venus right now, girl, I'm out of your space. And I know we face to face, but I'm out of my body today. I'm going Crayola, get high as Jehovah, get my final say from the seance. My beautiful angels, my Beyonce. Ave Maria.
Oh, nice play there, nice.
Steam on my brain, a museum, no God when you see him connected like seeing the cause that they made a king of the hymn. Friday full.
I love the bass that comes in right there. Just nice, quick hit.
Ain't got no license. I got all this stuff on my mind. To the party. Shit holes in my socks, I've been having these holes on their toes like Crocs. I ran at the pot with the crock, but the sauce on the stew and it be breathing fire. Caucasian dry with no top grade pop, but the Spurs on that beat, we outside. The goal wasn't grab it, we're making more opportunities in house. Fortunate photo 2, we got some more to do low, but tell me on my wives. I really feel more community than come, round here we got motion.
Looks like it just rolls from track to track. This is cool. This is really cool. So, a little nod to Frank Ocean there, right there. Right around Frank Ocean, these bitches want Nikes, which I'm glad I mentioned that at the beginning. Sometimes I hesitate because, hip hop, it seems like in general, hip hop, there's the faux pas of you're not supposed to sound like other people, but then there's also the, the references, the sampling, whatever, right? So it's this weird, like, split where is this, if somebody is sounding a certain way, is it, a respect to, or are they ripping them off, And sometimes I don't know which way it's supposed to go, but I'm glad I mentioned Frank Ocean. These bitches want Nike. So anyway, okay, cool. I gotta calm down. Like, I'm kind of excited. This is a cool sound. He's rapping pretty quick. And his flow is different, his cadence, his pace, all this shit is different. So I'm kind of getting adjusted to that. The music is this great combination of pretty chill and kind of calm, but that bass is nice and heavy and it hits real good. And then he's got this great, like, some good wordplay. I don't even remember anything that was said now. But it seems like he's weaving in some fucking good little jokes here and there. I don't know what I'm going Crayola means. I don't know what that means. Get high as Jehovah, get my final say from the seance. My beautiful angel's my Beyonce on. So that fucking great little wordplay there. That was cool. The general theme of the song, just getting fucking high. Fried as fuck. Friday night. Driving hot as fuck. Ain't got no license. These girls say, Smino, don't you know Friday your day? I told her, I'm up on Venus right now, girl. I'm out of your space. I like that. Good little wordplay there. Work so hard, I didn't even notice gains. My only goal, get everything I want, then give it away. Cheesecake, sweepstake, plant seeds, irrigate. We're just doing this shit for the babes. Please excuse, because that's what all this passion in me got me drilling and shaking. You are not set in stone. This was a line that kind of caught me. You are not set in stone. All that shit that you wrote, and pencil and crayon. I'm going Crayola. I'm going Crayola. Huh. And there's an annotation. I don't want to click it. I kind of want to just sit on that for a second. I mean, the first thing I think of is, okay, there's all these different colors. So maybe he's like, I'm going Crayolas and I'm going in all these different directions because there's different colors. I don't know. Cool fucking song. No else gets a heart for sure. Even the opener kind of gets a heart. I just like the patient tone and everything. It just kind of rolls into this one. I hate that I had to pause between 2 and 3 because I feel like it's going to roll right into track 3 too. There was another line down here that made me fucking crack up. Verse 2. I've been having these hoes on their toes like Crocs. You're fucking great. Because you can kind of, there's the holes in it. Well, I don't have to explain it. You guys fucking know, but that's a great line. That's a great line. I like that one a lot. Let's keep rolling. Okay, Jose, I'm on Cuervo. Oh, that's a great line. So this is cool. This is cool. I'm enjoying this. Let's move on. Track 3, which is called 90 Proof. It's featuring J. Cole, produced by Groove and Monte Booker, who did the opening track. Let's keep rolling. 90 Proof. I'm excited. I'm enjoying this. Neat sound. Really neat sound. Yeah, this is fucking cool, man. This is Dave. This is Dave.
Don't blame yourself for all the shit you shouldn't do. I'm getting used to being loved the right way. My nigga
fucking great, cool, like rapping, sing combination here. Fucking great. This is great.
Play me the song and set the mood. She want the truth. It's not the proof. I hide behind the face.
This is fucking cool. Oh my god.
I got a real one. If I broke, she never would leave me. No, I got a real one. If I broke, she never would leave me. No, I got a real one. If I broke, she never would leave me. No, I got a real one.
Yeah, I bought a condo and it's cozy. My neighbor's nosy as fuck. This here, young nigga walk in with his kids. They don't know who he is. They don't know that he up. No chain on no rollie. I move around dolly and touch. Not cause I'm hard, but cause I got God. I heard that you blowing up fast, but I think it's better to slowly erupt. That money was burning a hole in my pocket and I need to burn a little hole in my gut. We walked in the function, they dog got the bump and my dog got the rushing like Soviet pup. Root. Nah, nigga, no shoot.
I like that.
2-6, we got loose screw. Shit was turned like a Rubik's Cube. I don't really do the cameras. I be low in Los Angeles. You niggas ain't never gonna see me. I might as well be in Canada. You niggas ain't never gonna be me. It's best stay in your parameters. You know they gon' GOAT me. I spell it out for you like family. About to go put up on Riri. And that for the feature. Ben Franklin, no. You ain't finna catch me in the type of places everybody go. I know exactly what my hands is for to carry a lot of dough. I had no pot to piss. I had to fist. Can't sit around and bone.
Cool, man. Very cool. Fantastic. I love everything I'm hearing. The cool verse by J. Cole too. And I'm glad he changed his flow about halfway through because I was like, okay, this is cool. It's going kind of quickly, but it was interesting. I've recently learned how apparently, what do they call it? The lyrical miracle or something like that, where people go really, 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 really fast. Apparently that's not as popular in the hip hop scene. And so I've never really been aware of that or understood that, but I kind of experienced that myself for the first time here with the flow that J. Cole was using. Not that it was bad, it was good, but I found myself already wanting him, okay, change it up. And so I'm glad he did change it up. Because if he would have just did that really quick the whole way through, I don't know if I would have been into it that much. I don't really do the cameras. I'd be low in Los Angeles. You're never going to see me. I might as well be in Canada. That's got to be a little nod to Drake, right? It's got to be. Yeah, okay, yeah. You know they're going to GOAT me. I spell it out for you like Fabulous, but I don't know who Fabulous is. Def Jam Shiny Fabulous, who frequently spells out his name. Okay. I haven't heard him yet. Good verse by J. Cole. What's neat, too, about this track is, the album's called Love for Rent. And we got this chorus going, I've got a real one. If I was broke, she would never leave me. Now, what I find interesting is if I was broke. So, where's that going to go? Where's it? I mean, I'm probably overthinking it, probably overanalyzing it, but it's one thing to know if you have a real one, if you are broke and she doesn't leave you. If you're not broke, she would, but you think she would never leave you if you were, you don't really know. And the album's called Love for Rent. So I feel like those things tie together a little bit. We'll kind of put that to the side. We'll see what happens with it, if anything does. Great chorus, great sound. This is fucking great. And then, there is this line too, not too great at relationships, at least I try, which kind of implies somebody else isn't trying. When someone says, well, at least I try, but that usually is a small retort to the other person in the conversation and a stab saying you don't, So we'll see where this goes. Cool. Very cool. I fucking love that song. Great sound. I'm really excited about everything thus far. Let's keep rolling. I'll stop talking and stop saying how excited I am, and we'll just continue to be. Track 4 is called Pro Freak. It's got Smino, Ducci, Fat Man Scoop, produced by Childish Major, a bunch of people here. Monty Booker, DJ Dahi. DJ Dahi sounds familiar. That name sounds familiar. All right, track 4, Pro Freak. Whoa. I wasn't ready. I wasn't expecting this at all.
Pro freak, but she get ghetto at the Friday. Girls with the good grease, girls with the gold teeth. Pro freak, but she get ghetto at the Friday. We like them girls with the girls. Them girls with
like that guitar. Again, it's this great combination of kind of chill, but a little heavy too. I love it.
Set it to regular, never impressing. I wanna restrict. I mess with her head when I'm texting her. No, she ain't mine. I'm like, who pussy is it? She knowing I'm deep in my business. I see her making a second decision. Every time she put that ass up in her, I put one in her. Last week I was scratching by some bullshit. This week I'm
It's just so fucking cool. I don't know how to explain it. It like sneaks into your body. It makes you just want to. I'm gonna pause right here. So there's something that came in. What was it? No L's. I think. I was talking about Friday. Friday is his day. But then you get in. There's another element here on Friday. Pro Freak, but she gets ghetto after Friday. We like them girls. Talk about girls. I feel like a couple puzzle pieces are kind of falling into place here. Let's get it. She's bold. Let's get it. The pussy hits different. Said that. The regular never impress her. Want a rich person. I mess with her head when I'm texting her. I know she ain't mad. I'm like, who pussy? So the only reason why I'm focusing on this is because we just came off a track. I've got a real one. She'd never leave me even if I was broke. Or if I was broke, she'd never leave me. But is he fooling around? I don't know. But the sound, the fucking music, the production's so catchy. And what I'm kind of starting to pick up on a little bit too is the tempo. And I feel like the production tempo and Smino's flow, the cadence, they're really pairing together very well. Just kind of keeping this higher beat. You're just moving, moving around. Pretty good. Pretty fucking cool. Let's keep rolling. This is legit. And there's just this mix of hitting and this light right now.
Lenses is yellow, the chain on Modelo, my foot on the pedal, the hood in the meadow. I'm good in the ghetto, the booty on jello, the cootie on Pharaoh, the spirit on terror, the studio narrow, the cap is sombrero, the cap is incredible, waist is on Mrs. Incredible, face discredible, black bitch, that bitch, bad bitch, federal, bombastic bitch. I got several high fashion shit on my pedestal. She's a pro free, and Janita like Jolie. See her, I see like Sia, bad bitches in Osteria, Labia. I see her, I need her, I do.
Pro free,
Ha, that was legit, man. Fun little Spitfire verse right there. Huh. Fucking cool beat shift. Slows it down.
Wanna lick all on my Adam apple. Fly to Jamaica, now she going natural. Tell me how you got all them opinions about me. Nigga, all the things me for letting this bitch breathe. Semi-automatic, how she pussy when a nigga call it Call of Duty shooter. Keep it in the tail for I bought her.
Wow. That gets a heart, man. Hell yeah. This is great. It is challenging on first listen though, because I'm lyrics. You guys obviously are reading the lyrics and all that stuff, but there's just a lot. There's a lot of tempo change. There's a lot of flow change. I'm hearing the sound for the first time in terms of like his voice and his style, his writing. There's a lot coming in, but it's so fucking cool. So cool. I like the beat switch. I like that what's cool too is they slowed down the tempo of the production, but then Smino just fucking rages right over it, man, and just fire right through it. Just whoom, fucking cool. I know I've said that like 1,000 times. I can't get over it. I think part of it for me is I'm very surprised, and I say this every now and again, but I go through so much music, and after a while, my brain gets to this point of I've heard it all, right? I'll never hear anything new or interesting again. It's all just going to be kind of slight variations of other things that I've already heard, and so it'll be so similar. I feel like this is so just fresh in my ears from so much other things I've heard. So that's why I'm excited. Oh, hold on. Let's just try and find some of these lyrics here. This verse by Doechii was fucking great. She went fast, really fast. The cap is incredible. Waist so Miss is incredible. So she got a tiny ass waist. She's a pro freak, and you need her like Jolie, Santeria, white bow sheep, purified and so clean. This Quentin Tarantino part was pretty good. Lots of little wordplay going back and forth. No Quentin, no quit Tarantina. I don't know what a Tarantina is. No fish in that clip. Aquafina, Pulp Fiction, Nosewing, Nosebleeder, Dark Tent, Four-Seater, John Cena. Now you see it, now you don't. Shawty, let me get up and up, but don't. Late in the stream. Anyway, it was fun listening to her blaze through that. And then Smino fucking blazes through his verse too. Radio won't play me because I radiate different. Same old person, but I feel a little different. I'm up all night on the psyches. I do it by myself in my Nike. Remember when this shit was all exciting? Now my heroes do this shit just like me. Yeah. You ain't part of shit. You a particle. The bass hit hard like a tooth loose. Baby too wet. Huh. Wild. Good shit. And then he just flies through the closing section. I don't thanks me for letting this bitch breathe. See my automatic how she busted when a person calling Call of Duty shooter keeping the tail fire about it. Anyway, different. Cool. Track 5 is called Ole Ass Kendrick, produced by Bonnie Booker and production vixen. I'm assuming. Track 5, Ole Ass Kendrick. And when I was pulling everything up, I saw this track title. I was like, oh, kind of a reference to Kendrick. Obviously, but I've been thinking, he kind of has some sections where he sounds similar to Kendrick, just in terms of cracking off through these things really quickly and the tone of his voice and all this other stuff. But anyway, track 5, Ole Ass Kendrick.
Okay, shit. just seen my very favorite bitch inside my very favorite CD. It was very cheeky. There we are inside the car, we getting busy. I was playing some Ole Ass Kendrick.
Old Ass
Very
Kendrick.
entertained to think her name was Brittany. Told her I was gonna call her Liddy. Said she likes smoking till she dizzy. Okay, cool, without the good Medici. It's wintertime, wintertime, wintertime in the city. Let the heat blast, turn up the Ari. Cracked it in the cold Smino, Da Vinci. Had to make sure she 5-star me. I Uber the Gucci, the Jupiter. Speed like must, straight X in the X truck. I know better, do better, who better? It's Beyonce. That's when I touch down, the hot girl stand up like,
Wow.
all the tell, fall, tell it all. And I got stuck in the game like the Sega broke and I had to pull it out and blow in it. I hit my limit. I paid the whole whip cause the bitch ain't ready. Got her own shit, but she ain't gotta buy shit cause she know I'm gon' get it.
Neat production too. Just as cool. Love the bass. I love how the bass has been very present through this album so far. I like the blurry sound. Like a warble over the guitar or something like that. That gets a heart too. This is fucking great. I love this. So as he was going through this verse, or this song, Smino, something clicked in my brain. You know, I really like Jid. I think he's one of the great I think he's going to be fucking pure fire here. Give him time. He's doing great stuff lyrically, his vocal performance and stuff like that. And listening to Smino through here, he reminded me of like if you took, for me anyway, I love JPEG Mafia. The guy, what he does in terms of production, I feel like he's so free and unique and doing whatever the fuck he wants to do and doing it totally different from everybody else, which is what makes it so great, so interesting. I feel like Smino's doing that vocally. Like vocally, lyrically, he's just kind of doing whatever he wants to do. It's fun, it's different, it's not like anything I've ever heard before. Very creative, very interesting. Love it. Love it. I think I've kind of lost track of maybe some of the story elements because I'm just having way too much fun listening to the album to like pay super close attention to like some of these deeper layers in the lyrics. But shit, the way he's doing this, you know, there we are inside the car, we're getting busy. I was playing some Ole Ass Kendrick, very entertained, thinking there was Brittany. She's spoken until she's dizzy. And I love the way he said medicine. I can't hear medicine or something like that. It's wintertime. And they say let the heat blast to turn up the area. Like just the way he fucking says these words. I Uber the coochie to Jupiter, Smilong Mus, rated X in the X truck. I knew better, do better, who better, Smeon Sanders. Great wordplay. Great wordplay. All these people be capping, saving these hoes, they the captain, and then this little da-da-da-da. Caption. You could be down a lieutenant. I get behind her like Benny to get it cracking. X Benny. I mean, just so everything he's doing vocally is so fucking fun to listen to. I got stuck in the game like the Sega. Had to pull it out, blow it. So, for those of you who never played a cartridge-based video game, one of the it wasn't like a thing. I guess it worked, but we would do it all the time. You pull the cartridge out and you'd have to like blow on it, which is I remember reading things, you know, recently saying that was actually terrible for the game, but we always did it and, you know, it worked. But sometimes you put the cartridge in and it wouldn't play. So you fucking pull it out, put it back in again, pull it, blow on it, do all these crazy tricks, right? The original Nintendo was the same way. Paid the whole whip because the bitch ain't rent it. Got her own ship, she ain't got to buy shit because she know I'm going to get it. Another element there of the woman, but she's there while the money's there. So I'm still holding this in mind. I know I got a real one because even if I was broke, she'd never leave me. But he's still not broke. So she's still there. She's still not broke. We haven't been proven if she's a real one or not because she's still there while the money is still there. Or so it seems. Let's keep going. This is fantastic. Track 6 is called Louphoria. Smino and Cruza, produced by Monty Booker, Adam Sylvester, AJ Thomas. Oh, good. Spam phone call. Good. Let's turn that one off. I get so many spam phone calls. It's awful. Track 6, Louphoria. And it's just different style in terms of production. It's fucking neat, man. I like how it's kind of like finding its way into the beat right now. Trippy, man. This is fucking so cool. I feel like I'm re-experiencing Blonde for the first time. And I'm not saying this is stealing from Blonde or anything like that, but this just feels like that again for the first time. It's just so fucking cool. By the time that you hear this, hope they clearing out. Neat sounds right here. Now I'm all up on your body and you're screaming out. Got me feeling now. Type of pussy have a nigga going out his brain. I love that little guitar, man. This is fucking neat. It's refrain is fun. I really like this one. Fucking cool.
Baby, you forgot your ticket. Shit get wicked. Just pay me cash. And if you ain't got that, just pay me mine. I'm the love lord. Just trying to lose less and love more. I tell you what, it's on the house this time. Smino.
Huh. Okay. Love it. I mean, that might actually be my favorite track off the album so far. I just love the vibe through that one. It's like chill, kind of disturbing, kind of dark, but chill. And you get this feel of, getting no sleep, kind of going out of my mind, but not like crazy. Just right on that fringe, but also smoking a bunch. So maybe that edge, that sharp edge of that fringe is doled off, which is why it doesn't feel anxious, it doesn't feel like tense, but there's still strain there. An idea popped in my head as I'm just kind of listening to this about the cover. Every song, it's been, I was saying earlier, maybe he's cheating on her or something like that. Every song, it's kind of been about, this guy's perspective toward this girl. I'm starting to wonder if every song is a different guy and it's all the same girl. And the reason I say that is because of the cover. There's all those guys in front of the one mirror. So I don't know if that's true or not, but the idea popped in my head. I'm going to set that to the side. We'll see what happens with that idea. Because, he can't focus. He's got to call his girl. I'm outside your home. You got this thing. I want a refund. I want a redo. I can click the annotation, but I don't want to. I want to see if where I end up on my own with this one. Told me to be fun. They said it'd be cool up till I see the sun. So maybe he's talking about just what he's smoking there because he's not getting any sleep. Maybe it's stressing him out too much. He's getting paranoid. I changed my number and area code. By the time you hear this, hope they're clearing out. Now I'm all up on your body. You're screaming out, got me fiending, trying to keep my bass, trying to stay in frame. Next thing you know, so this is actually really interesting. I'm trying to keep my bass, trying to stay in frame. Every now and then I'll pay attention to certain portions of online communities that I don't agree with, but more so to see what they're saying, to try and understand what they're saying. I've got a son. I'm trying to keep him away from all the toxic shit that's online. So I'm aware of these, what do you call them, fucking red pill and all this other stuff. And look, there are some things they say I agree with. There's some things they say I don't fucking agree with, whatever. But one of the things they talk about is, keeping frame, which is essentially their way of saying, dominating the relationship in the direction that it goes, I suppose is a decent summary for that. So I'm just trying to keep my bass, trying to stay in frame. But, you know, this type of pussy got a person going out of his brain. So he's having a hard time, like, basically not getting whipped, right? Next thing you know, she was with the potion trying to numb the pain. She's heavy on my brain, about to go insane. So he's in a situation where, you know, he wants to be in control of his emotions toward her, but he's not. Getting no sleep. Call my girl. But then you get into the back, this last portion. We're born in Lovecraft, makes you feel warmer than a baby laugh, which is a great line. Aw, baby, you forgot your ticket? Just pay me cash. And if you ain't got that, just pay me mine. I'm the love, Lord. Just trying to lose less and love more. I'll tell you what, it's on the house this time. Love for rent, right? I got a real one. Even if I was broke, she'd never leave me. But we've had multiple little references, little pings on the radar of, but the money's still there. And so here's another element of that. You forgot your ticket, just pay me cash. If you ain't got that, then pay me mine. I don't know. We'll see where that's going. I don't want to overanalyze it, but these are things that are kind of pinging in my brain right now. Let's move on to track 7, which is called Blu Billy. It kind of spilled into it at the end of 6. I like how these songs just weave right into each other, so it's a nice ride when you're listening to it without some old bald guy talking in between tracks. All right, track 7 is Blu Billy.
Shit, MIT on the beach, you got it on repeat. Word out in the streets, this girl got the heat. I know hitters, I know dealers, I know girls that set up niggas, I know preachers, I know healers, and I really don't feel no difference. We all hustlers, Blu Billy, we condition by condition, capitalistic, right through the lipstick, shit that they make up, make us forget shit. I beat your face up, if ain't no paste up, by Friday.
Huh.
Don't wanna lay up, still I'm a Lego in the lid. I see you came with empty styrofoam, it's cool. I pour in your cup, shouty insane. That's how I know she got that juicy fruit on the guts. Chewing and smacking, I'm actually enjoying the action that coochie be packing the punch. Oh, we effing to Lord in the Mayweather, got the vibes and now she wanna ring. Selfish, I don't want a shirt, baby, better all by myself, yeah, I mean. Back of the berry sheets, it's the best version I seen of me. Petty Van Cooper, don't think it's sweet. Y'all better work on my unreleased, baby, don't wait till I'm out of reach.
Trippy, man. Cool. I love his flow through that. His cadence. All that shit was great.
I know girls that set up nigga. No fatigue. Hate it when it rain. Missy E. Nefertiti chain. Oh, she deep. Eat her with a spoon. Call her reach. Then we fucking burn them calories. I couldn't give you a better reason. Fuck with you cause you fuck with me. Fuck with me or you fuck with me. Told them girls to be the Sheila E. E to D. This the E and D. P and D playing on the speaks. Speedy old bitch.
The idea I was talking about where, you know, maybe it's the same girl, but all these different guys. I don't know. I really don't know. I see you came with an empty styrofoam. It's cool. I pour in your cup. Shawty's insane. That's how I know she's got that juicy fruit water guts. Chewing and smacking. I'm actually enjoying that action. That coochie be packing a punch. This part where you got, what was it? Black of the Berry, Blueberry the Sheets. This is the best version I've seen of me. Candy paint coupe, but don't think it's sweet. Y'all better worry about my unreleased. I wonder if maybe I've had the idea backwards. Maybe he's seen all these different girls, and maybe he's always like a slightly different person, like the same person but slightly different with. I don't know, or maybe I'm just overthinking it in general. Great sound again, though. It's incredible. This has been such a fantastic album. I mean, we're 7 for 7 on hearts. I even put a heart at the little beginning song that's not even a song because it's like, no, that's fucking cool. Don't want to lay up still on a leg up in LA. Hate it when it rained, Missy E. What's this reference to? Missy Elliott, right? The Rain. Okay. I haven't. I got to do Super Duper Fly someday. I want to. It's on my list, that's for sure. And I loved how, you know, fuck with you because you fuck with me, yeah, you fuck with Smee, told them girls to beat it, Sheila E, E to D, this is the E and D. It's just the way he does this stuff is really cool. Fun, creative. I mean, it's great. It's great. Let's keep rolling. Fuck, man, let's just keep rolling. I'm enjoying this. I don't know how much of a storytelling element is through this album. So I've kind of been trying to focus on that, but I feel like now I'm focusing a little too hard. So we'll just kind of sit back and let things come to us on the first listen. We'll see what happens. So track 8 is called Matinee, produced by Carl Banks. Well, let's jump in.
Ooh, I've been drinking all night. Drop it in your jaw right now. Pop your shit is alright. Popping out like smoke. Dropping off your hoe. At your crib like that. At your crib like that. I've been drinking all night.
I love, again, how the bass will come in nice and heavy, even though the production itself is pretty chill. Huh. Great change in flow there.
I don't text her, let it fester. I don't stress her, I just stretch her. I'm a wrestler, Rocky Lesnar. Any clever, call me Trevor. If it's cold, I'm unclever. Make no error. I'm the gold, I'm the treasure. I'm a rare bird. I've been drinking all night. And I'm smoking all right.
Fucking fantastic. Matinee gets 100. My baby do it like she's trying to pay her rent. Like she's trying to pay her rent. Now think of the idea of, love for rent type of a thing. If one person's there for the money and the other person's there for the sex, if you want to get your money, you got to give up the sex. And I mean, it sounds kind of fucking crass when you say it that way, right? But just that dynamic, that general dynamic. So I just wanted to pause to focus on that. My baby do it like she's trying to pay her rent. You could take that either way, right? Maybe she's just doing a really good job of it, enough, to pay the rent. Or there's actually a layer into the relationship that's part of that line.
Let me pay your tuition. Name me at graduation. I really can't fuck up on a mission. Time goes by, gotta get shit now. Straight to the biscuit. Soon as I wake up and I'm so fly, I flew. I'm so high, I'm home. Light on my feet like a moth. I'm a motherfucker.
Nice hit right there.
I heard Chicago got the shit sold up. I heard Atlanta got some big old butt. Louisiana got some big old butt. I like it, ain't it? Let me smoke at the bar. DC with the chocolate bar.
There's another line. Suck me, pay your tuition, thank me at graduation. So there's elements of this. But again, I don't want to hound on this too hard. I want to, if it comes out, then it comes out, and just let it be what it is. So far, though, I mean, I'm just really enjoying the wordplay he's doing. Divas, digits, and dollars probably won't ever change. If I do, I'm going to put it in the cup like glad you came. You put change in somebody's cup. You lose change that's asking for money. Maybe you think we're playing. Really can't fuck up on the mission. Time goes by. Gotta get shit now. Straight to the biscuit as soon as I wait. I love, too, how he kind of fluctuates back and forth between a rapid rapping style versus singing a little bit. He's just all over the place, and he sounds so comfortable doing it. And that's what I really enjoy about Smino so far. Vocally, very, very, very entertaining to listen to. And what's neat is he's doing that on top of good rhyming schemes and wordplay. So it's not like he's using that to compensate for, maybe lines that are boring. He's doing both. He's fucking stepping the game up big time. Big time. Track 9 is called Modennaminute. I don't know how to pronounce that. Produced by Monty Booker, Felix. It's got Lucky Day and Felix. All right, jump in track 9. So far, we're 8 for 8 on hearts. Fucking loving it.
You've been on my mind more than a minute. I was wasting time, splitting decisions. But when I pick you up, I'ma take you down. You've been on my mind.
Nice. I love that they keep bringing that bass, man. It's so cool.
But when I pick you up, I'ma take you down.
Damn, I used to sweat a lot. I was like Tyler, the creator. You acting different. I'm really tired of the theater. I'm getting tired of LA. And
might be time to relocate her. Again, blessed and highly flavored. We all petrified by paper. Couple of them pretty piano beats, so I can sing off the balcony. Shakespeare is probably black, so we roam me wrong, Miss Elisa. And we roam the town in the Tista. Her tail for and my motor vegan. I called just to see if your mama decent. We go back like hairlines, Beijing, Trish, red eyes, and hairline. Patient me at the gate, cause I'm late, you know me. Came straight from the stool, got deadlines.
You've been on my mind more than a minute. I was wasting time, splitting decisions. But when I pick you up,
there's kind of a sense of anxiety here in the chorus.
you've been on my mind more than a minute. I was wasting
It makes me
time,
think
splitting
if it's an
decisions.
anxiety because he's lost frame, he doesn't have control of the relationship type of a thing, or what?
She had me up all night, egging me on. She cooking breakfast, burn the thought. If I do her night right, top of the morning, it's only real when it's physical. Seems like it only get deep when I dive in it. I leave it on your mind when I whine in it. I just bought you new Cartiers, now you crying in it. Now it's hard to walk away cause we blind in it.
This is so fucking fascinating because it is evolving, this story here. Let's kind of go through this a bit. On my mind more than a minute, was wasting time splitting decisions. So can't make a decision. Can't decide what to do. And I feel like the anxiety that exists in that chorus is probably a sensation of I need to get out, but I can't. I need to leave this girl, but I can't. So that's kind of a neat element there. But when I pick you up, I'm going to take you down by my mind more than a minute. Used to sweat her a lot. You're acting different. I'm really tired of the theater. I'm getting tired of LA. It might be time to relocate again. We're all petrified by paper. I think, to me, this line means, well, how I interpret that, and who knows if I'm right or wrong. We're all petrified by paper. We're all scared to make decisions that will impact our money. That's how I take that. Because especially when you are in this section of, time to relocate, considering a change, considering moving, but I'm afraid. I'm afraid to leave LA. I'm afraid to do this. I'm afraid to, because it might affect how much money I'm making. Maybe. Who knows if that's right or not. Let's see. This line was fucking phenomenal. We go back like hairlines. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. 5 words. We go back like hairlines. And it just paints an incredible picture of knowing somebody for so long, a history, going all the way back. Because hairlines go back very, very slowly. It takes a long time. Well, for some of us. For yours truly, it didn't take any time at all. Oh, man. Page me at the gates because I'm late. You know me. Came straight from the studio, got deadlines, and that was your flat line. Treating girls from my past like pastimes. Had to learn how to dance. I don't want to pass down. Blacked out. Bitch caught me with my pants down. Never again. And then there's pre-chorus. She's doing alchemy off the alcohol. Called her after 3. So when he gets drunk, there's some sort of alchemy in the brain where he goes back to her. Again, so there's this split that's happening. Very fucking interesting. And then this verse 2 by Lucky Day. She had me up all night, egging me on. She's kicking back, whispering her thoughts. And isn't that a brilliant picture that's painted there, right? If you have this person who's thinking I need to get out, I should leave this girl, but I can't. And then you have this other girl who's kicking back, whispering her thoughts, like very casual, right? Just very easy to do. But she has him up all night, egging him on. So it's easy. It's easy for her to just, I've got you worked up. I'm egging you on, and I'm just whispering, kick back. Not even fucking effort put into it. It's easy for her. So she's got him. This is fucking fascinating. Seems like it only gets deep when I dive in it. You could take that so many different ways. I just bought a new Cartier's. Now you're crying in it. Now it's hard to walk away because we blind in it. So this is fucking fascinating. Let's just keep rolling. I've been talking a lot.
You've been on my mind more than a minute.
Chris,
I was wasting
stop playing
time,
with
splitting
me. I
decisions.
know you see me calling you. I've been blowing you up these last few days, and you still ain't hit my line back. Like, Chris, what's up?
You changed my whole outlook, good looking girl. The whole left holes in. Heavy on the kick back, nothing outside. Some nostalgia. Every time I spin this block, I think about calling you. It's obvious I'm not over it. I'm still under the influence, suddenly sober.
Excuse me?
Like backwoods.
Sir, no, this is Copenhagen.
All right. Oh shit. What's your name? You sound cute.
Boy. Quit playing.
Oh, for real.
Sir, is there anything else that you need?
I'm tripping my police.
Trippy, man. I'm wondering if this little phone call section is the first time they met. Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? I must have caught your attention. You should quit your day job. And what happens if she quits her day job? She doesn't have an income. She needs a source of money. Love for rent. This is fucking fun, man. This is really cool. Track 10's called Defibrillator. I can never say that word. Defibrillator. Defibrillator. I always throw like extra L's in there for fun. I don't know why. Track 10, Defibrillator, produced by Groove. Let's jump in. Track 9 gets a heart. This is a fucking fantastic album. So this is after the phone call. Calm.
Courtside dope sheets, not up in the nosebleeds. All down, whoa, sheesh. Everybody knows me now. Life speeding and it don't slow down. For a nigga like me, really a rock star. Wake up, Bella on my belly. Wacko, steak, staycation for a safe space. Working on my communicate. Real familiar with love. But
love the vocal here. It's fucking great.
Free all mine. We smoke divine cause we divine. I scope the vision with 3 eyes. I'm a London, I'm alkaline. I'm Papa, my old re-proper. Boom shaka, lockdown can't stop us. Young conquer.
Cool. Cool. So again, I love when he shifts over into this singing mode. It's great.
I wrote this song to thought provoker, empty heart that's broke. Defibrillator full of flavor as I roll my smoke. Wish I could pass it, but this panty turned me to germaphobe. Bitch, we the wave in the boat. My heart been glacier cold, but if you needed to know.
I'm gonna let it play out. We'll finish the song. Huh. That's cool. Okay. Let's poke around a little bit here. Courtside. I don't know. I don't think this song is necessarily part of a like the love story. I think this is more of just kind of him. That's the feel I get from it. You know, his courtside seats, not up in the nosebleed. You know, feels like a rock star. He's got this Wagyu steak. For all my folks from The Judge, they came to a clean place. For your mind, we smoke divine because we divine. I scope the vision with 3 eyes. You know, all that shit. But then you get this chorus. I'll be loved when no one's around. I'll be loved when no one's around. And then this phone call has to be from his uncle, right? Because this is the verse 2. My uncle called me, been jammed. Since he'd been jammed since I was hardly walking. Told me there's people in the yard who'd always be talking about me. That's my nephew. So this is more just like a song on, you know, kind of coming up and the fun around that. I can imagine how I feel because every time my sister calls, she's telling me stories about little JJ done got straight A's. That boy, astronomic. I love that. A single mommy, well, not for real. Her dude in jail, revolving story around where we lay our nappy heads. I wrote this song to thought-provoke an empty heart that's broke. Defibrillator full of flavors as I roll my smoke. Wish I could pass it, but this penny turned me to a germaphobe. Let's click this annotation. I don't really know what that means. The global COVID-19 panty or pandemic. Oh, okay. Pandemic, sure. Has alters mindset. Okay, yeah. Good. I'm glad I clicked that. I was thinking something else. Cool. Great sound on that one. This whole album has just been phenomenal. Let's keep moving. Track 11 is called Garden Lady, produced by Smino, Sakuki, I don't know how to fucking pronounce it, Booker, Felix, oh, Monty Booker, sorry. See, still this cover. It's very interesting. Let's keep rolling, though. Let's keep rolling. I'm torn because one part of me thinks, you know, there's elements of a story that's being told here, and then another part of me thinks, probably overthinking it. Probably overthinking it. All right, track 11, Garden Lady. Trippy. This is probably where the stoners really start kicking in, huh? The sound moving around. Oh yeah. Trippy. Huh. Sweet money, heavy on the honey gon' pop your world. Shit, so damn funny, I can just laugh all day.
You live in the past, that's why you don't have it. All the nostalgia caught me sloppy. The future unknown, but all this prepared.
God, that bass again, just rumbling through.
Feel more pleasant in the present. Smoke my resin, get my rest.
My garden lady said the future is now. Gotta water the eyes so we can even shit out. Shawty water the eyes so we can work the shit out. I'ma stay for a while.
Cool, very cool. Love that he put this change in right there. I think there's another element here of love for rent. Kind of getting this idea, you know, he's doing a great job of talking about, you know, he's mentioned a couple of times, you know, kind of wanting to get out of LA, and now he's talking about, you know, trying to pump the brakes and slow things down a bit. But I wonder if there's another layer to this love for rent concept of, you know, he's doing these things, he's caught up in this life. Not that his life is necessarily terrible, but it's just things are going fast for him, you know. And he also doesn't seem to enjoy it that much. But, you know, people are paralyzed, what was it, petrified by paper. And so I feel like, what if he, in a sense, by taking in all of this money, doing something he's not necessarily enjoying, it's not like love for rent, but it's kind of like the inverse. It's like a sacrifice for money type of thing. I'm killing off my own soul, in a sense, because I'm making a lot of money. And I need change. And I need to move out of LA, and I need to slow things down, but I'm petrified by paper. You know, I'm making so much money. I got courtside seats. And so, I mean, it's kind of a parallel, I suppose, to love for rent, but it exists in the same vein, I suppose. Great sound on this track. Fucking really pumps the brakes. It really does kind of, I'm not high, but I feel high listening to it. And you know, I love the line too. If you vibrate low, don't bumble bum buzz my way. You know, and then you get that sound moving back and forth, and just the idea of slowing down to a vibration and all that kind of shit. There's a Tool song that focuses on that I really love. Third Eye, great fucking song. God, that song's so good. Feel more pleasant in the present. Smoke my resin, get my rest in. You know, the future unknown, but all this preparing, it got me anxiety fired up. And this guy, I love the way this guy does his vocals and his lyrics. Leave me alone. I'm in California trying to get on. I want to go home. Take a moment. It's amazing. Take a moment and embrace it slowly. This is fucking cool. Let's keep rolling.
We lost me and you, cause I lost me and you. I'm exhausted, really the truth is I offer too much. I didn't turn to a voucher for your actions and mine, like they actually combine. Got your back, you got mine. On your mattress, branding me really attached to your spine. Got Tobin gorgeous, she like it, my Casa Negros invited. Bought my fist up the tightest, they thought I caught arthritis. Wrote it, composed it, and sold it, Ethiopia signed it. Got them steppers beside me, my brother's just like the Eyez. But still, I don't promote violence. I like them bow-legged country with something to eat. I'm invited to your OG house. And she like what that boy right there be singing about. And she don't want a daughter with them goofies, no how. Imagine me taking this for granted. Imagine me taking this.
Oh, this is fucking great, man. I like how we get to hang in this sound.
Hey, cuz, this groove, man. Hey, man, Grandma just got her knee surgery. Told me to hit you. She needs something to dance to.
I like that. So let's see. I'm assuming based off that little outro that the next song will be something to dance to. So Grandma with her knee surgery can move. That's cool. Second verse is fascinating. You lost me and you because I lost me in you. I'm exhausted. Really, the truth is I offered too much. I done turned to a voucher. Think about that line with the concept of love for rent. And, you know, it's adding a new dynamic to this whole concept, this girl, this relationship, but his current state in LA, going too fast, wanting to slow things down, trying to seek comfort somehow, right? To compensate for the pace of life that he's living. For your actions is mine. They actually combined. Go back. Got your back, you got mine. On your mattress, brain and me, really attached to your spine. Ghetto and gorgeous, she like it. Huh. Ball my fists up tight as I thought I caught arthritis. Some of these annotations. It's like, thank you, Captain Obvious. Yes, he balls up his fists so tight, it's like he has arthritis. I know. But what's it actually mean? Anyway, whatever. This I don't understand. Wrote it, composed it, sold it. Ethiopia signed it. I don't know that. Get them steppers behind me, brothers. Still, I don't promote violence. I like them bow-legged and country with something to eat. I'm invited. Let's keep going. There's only a couple tracks left. This is a fantastic ride. Garden Lady might even be my favorite. I love the sound of it. I love this whole thing, though. Louphoria was fucking amazing. 90 Proof J. Cole was amazing. This is great. So track 12 is called Settle Down, featuring Corey Henry and Raven Lene. Monty Booker, Charlie Miles production. Track 12, Settle Down. All right. Something to dance to.
Imagine my mama ain't never had kids. Imagine Obama ain't never win shit. Imagine I didn't have to go visit. My nigga wasn't no fucking prison. Hold on. Imagine I never met Lil Monty. The Carlo Key where we became homies. Imagine we making them maybe change something. I mean, they all on the same beats. They all wear the same jeans. Apollo, please don't ask a thing from me. Still doing my
Again, the vocals feed it into the pace of the production. Yeah, fuck it. Love this part. That shit's so great.
I've been really trying to find a time. Like I lost my watch, protect me, Lord, oh God. Making up haters in your mind sound like self-hate to me. Imagine everybody love, and that's what you gon' see. Likes don't equal love, today we're outside.
Trippy, man. Cool fucking song. Great beat. Love, again, the vocals and how they incorporate into the tempo and just add this great little layer of pace on top of an already cool pace in the production. This is just phenomenal. I absolutely love this album. This is incredible. It is tough every now and then. I'll get caught so much by the sound of the song, which is the whole point, right? But I can't even pay attention to the lyrics. He was talking about verse 1, imagining all these different things if they didn't happen, you know. Still doing my best. Ain't worried about nothing. They stress and no stress. God doing the rest. So just trying to let it go. But what's crazy is in that section, he was talking about not stressed out and, you know, not worried. That's just rapid fire through there. So it has a feel of anxiety, you know? Raven, I'm just taking my time. I'd kill for this. No matter where the wind blows. People made by design and tell my kids that. With every warning, go slow. You're cute. I'm choosy. You're cute. I'm choosy. You know, just talking about settling down. This to Mr. Underground Country Grammar came through with a bunch of manners. Write that off for 70 in West Flows and send up more than a bunch of banter. I don't know that. I don't know that. Bantu knots and a 38 make the world revolve around you. A 38 is a revolver, so kind of a world play. They say my luck for rainy day. It seems to make sense of youth for my sentence. Huh. Cool track. Let's keep going. I don't really want to click the annotations. I'm having fun just soaking in this on my own. I'd be really trying to find the time. Try to find the time. That's Tyler, the creator, too, right there. He mentioned Tyler earlier. Try to find the time. Great song. Like I lost my watch. Protect me, Lord. Oh, God. Making up haters in your mind sound like self-hate to me. Mention everybody love, and that's what you're going to see. Likes don't equal love today. I love that. Because, you know, social media likes and all that shit. Where I reside. Imagine really flying high. Imagine crying. Let's keep going. Fucking cool. Track 13 is called Pudgy. Featuring Lil Uzi Vert. All right. I just got done listening to the Pink Tape. That was cool. I like that one. Childish Major Chichi. Beat Butcher, and I don't know how to pronounce this. All right, track 13, Pudgy.
In a truck with that bitty guts, patchy fuck, nope.
Nice.
Got that city shot, mama love. Bitches kissy cussing in the back. Got to bring her back to some rap shit. Uzi vertebrae, up like vertebrae, up. Pearly gates. Reason number one is on the sun. Trees, I'm on some authors. Right when they was coming me out, I came around the hardest. Playing target practice, mad a bad bitch, a target. Darling, what's your ball game? Look at the bustin' like we barging. Your nigga all simp, blew his head like he marched. Damn, my man, I made it. Out the city show in South Beach, ballin' out, she's like Lebowski, got my eye on her. Pudgy in the pussy, got some power on it. Like,
oh my God.
I don't drink no Henny, Casamigo be the better grade. I put diamonds in my AP and it made me feel so late. And I got my mama a new home, it made me feel so great. Late, better than ever, I feel like I'm greater than ever. Fight for this child of the death, get you jammed like Vendetta. In the truck with that bitty guts, patchy fuck, no. Got that city shot, mama love. Bitches kissy cussing in the back. Got to bring her back to some rap shit. Uzi vertebrae, up like vertebrae.
I love that, Uzi vertebrae. That's cool. This part's kind of funky. I think that song, I'm not really going to tear that one apart in terms of lyrics, because I feel like that song just kind of a standalone single type of a thing. You know, it features Uzi. It's 2 minutes, quick little ride, cool beat, cool sound, different flow, totally different flow. Smino can really fucking change it up. Funny. Pudgy fuck, no tummy tuck. Got the city shook. Mama look. Funny. Good shit, man. Yeah, I don't really think there's a whole... I mean, just good wordplay and shit like that. There's not a whole lot to tear into, really. In terms like a story. So let's keep going. This is such a great one. The next track is over 6 minutes long. This is the longest one on it. It's called Curtains, produced by Corey Henry and Monte Booker. Let's drop in track 14, Curtains.
She say, and the sun coming up, you know what I'm saying? She, you know what I'm saying? I can't lie to y'all niggas, so I gotta tell y'all, you know what I'm saying? Real.
Say the shit in my falsetto, but I'm speaking true. Got no key in the vibrato, I'm bite of the booth. Show me the way and be clear on the way that she do. We only scratching the surface, I'm positive. Don't need a dermatologist, I got the stack of me gone. Gone, baby, blindfold porn.
Oh, such a cool sound.
Bitch, that nigga Tony Pasta, I put everything in this, putting nerves on my wrist, so they can sing about me while the world around me drowning. I was fried like a fish, weighted on my scale, and well, it wasn't worth the weight, heavy on the bullshit. Talking karate by me, I just chuckle, let the numb chuck it, dumb fucks lucky. I bought the big old body with the pretty, was riding with the one from when it was ugly. Shot that jawbone so strong, I can give her when I let her, she blow a bubble. No, we do not run no pop gums, nigga training and we blow it. Nigga, we black, so we blacking out. Like curtains for certain, I check my account. By my granddaddy's house, and passing it down.
I love that. By my granddaddy's house and passing it down. I'm just doing a quick pause. It's a longer song. We're only 2 minutes in, but I put everything in this. Put canaries on my wrist so they can sing about me while the world around me drowning. I was fried like a fish. Waited on my scale. Okay. And well, it wasn't worth the wait. Heavy on the bullshit. And then there's just that nice pause right there. Heavy on the bullshit. Wasn't worth the wait. So then what does that mean if there's a pause? The next part of the verse is worth the wait? I don't know. Talking karate about me, I just chuckle at the nunchuck. You dumb fucks lucky. I bought the big old body with the pretty wheels, riding the ones from when it was ugly. I love this part right here. Shot a jawbone so strong, I can give her an hour later and she'll blow a bubble. Good shit. We're hardly scratching the surface. I'm positive. Don't need a dermatologist. I got this. I like that line too. Let's keep rolling. Cool song.
If a mirror read the American flag, still with the swag. Still feel like they holding that shit overhead.
Oh, wow.
Okay, fuck out your feelings and get you some bread. Going through hell, man, hitting my head. Somehow them knots manifested to knots in my pockets and knots on the bow tie, pasta and easy. My bon appetit with my partners. The people come greet me, my eyes on Konnichiwa. Tribe on go and we keep tiki round for any of the twinkie ones. Young Globe tried to, how the fuck y'all people know me out of Incheon? One day orchestrator, running with the band, nigga feel like Dr. Lee or something.
Been a while, really while. I just needed time just to slow down.
Trippy, man.
Focus we going, baby. Not for a point. Reach for the stars, but don't reach for my cars. I'm facing the facts. Nigga, we black, so we blacking out. Like curtains for certain, I check my account. By my granddaddy's house, and passing it down. Say the shit in my falsetto, but I'm speaking truth.
One thing with reaction content, sitting here, very intimate, intense experience with an album is sometimes it's easy to go, oh, okay, I'm ready for something else to happen or whatever. But I'm really trying to zoom out here because I feel like, we're at the end of the album and we're just kind of riding it out now. And so my critical mind, my super analytical mind is going, okay, because so much of this album has just been variety and change and spice and moving around all over the place. And I feel like we've really settled here. But it's not necessarily a bad thing. Really, it's kind of like the end of a roller coaster, where you finally kind of get off that last drop. It's that last little slow roller, and then you come coasting in to where you're supposed to get off. It's kind of what it feels like. That's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It kind of lets you, it's like smoking your cigarette, right? We're all done. We're just going to have a nice smoke. And then there is a line up here, though. If America redid the American flag, it still wouldn't swag. Still feel like that. They're holding that shit over our head whenever it wag. Something that's very frustrating to me right now is in politics, you got these different fucking ideologies and groups and whatever, and it's just like the people who seem to claim they love the American flag the most and want to defend this country the most also seem to be focused on some pretty terrible shit as well. And it's weird to see the American flag almost start to be co-opted to mean something else. But then I wonder, well, did it always fucking mean that? And I just never knew, I don't know. It's been a weird situation lately for me anyway, my own personal experience. I just wanted to touch on that because I thought that was a great little line right there. Okay. And then he had all these things about the knots, but I didn't really understand that. Let's keep going. It looks like there's an interlude, and there's a lot more of music left. I think I'll let it play out. There's 3 more minutes, so we'll just let it finish up here.
You know what I mean? Yeah. They hear you, and they move with you.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
You see what I mean? It's just this boy, and excuse me for calling you boy.
Forever.
He's like, he have.
Oh, so we're back at the beginning.
I get my fruit from the source.
Yeah, we're back at the beginning. Huh. I'm assuming there's one more track. I saw when I pulled this up on Genius, there was like a deluxe version. I didn't see a deluxe version on Spotify. So there's one more track. It's 3 minutes long. I'm going to kind of assume Curtains is the end, but we'll see how Lee and Lovie rolls out. You know, he's saying my cousin's going to sing the next one. We're right back to the beginning again. So just kind of this fun little ride. I think I have overanalyzed this a little bit in terms of what it's supposed to be about. I think it's more of just his experience. But it's neat to hear this, the opening verse of the album, come after this talk, I suppose, with his uncle. Talking about him and how he moves people and engages with them and all this other stuff. You know, I get my fruit from the source. Because there's been times through the album where I just want to go home. You know, I want to slow things down. And I think that's where he's talking about. I want to go back to this. I want to go back to living this life. My answers from the master who guides my spirit. Well, okay, let's check out this final track. Lee and Lovie featuring Reggie. I'm assuming that's his cousin. Let's jump in. Track 615. Lee and Lovie. Maybe this will be like roll credits type of song, you know? Cool beat though. So Lee and Lovie are his grandparents.
My baby got my undivided attention. Shot you so cute, that though. So pretty when the sun kissed your brown skin. Round the block made that echo bravo. Give so much of myself to others. I'm running out of self for my own shit. But as long as you put you first, we don't gotta rehearse. Cause I'ma do me, but you still know.
Nice hang right there. Cool. Very cool.
Now wanna pick and choose, but you know you got it. You know you got it.
This is fucking great. God.
You know you got it. You know you got it. Put my credit on that counter and my debit too. Put my credit on that. I just got my fingers crossed when I'm going.
That's right. It does feel a bit like a kind of a roll credits track. Great song. That one gets a heart too. But it does feel like Curtains was the end and this was just kind of like, okay, you know, 16 hearts or 15 hearts down all in a row. Before I get into the closing thoughts, let's look at this track a bit. So I clicked on the annotation when it was rolling here. Lee and Lovie are his grandparents. So that's what he's talking about there. My baby got my undivided attention. She's so cutiado. So pretty when the sun kissed your brown skin. Round applause make the ass go bravo. Give so much of myself to others. I'm running out of self of my own shit. But as long as you put you first, we don't got to rehearse. I think you love you. I think you're lovely. You know I care. Let's get old like Lee and Lovie, which is cool. Trying to get over what I'm used to. Has anybody ever used you? Beat your heart back in blue. What you know about it, what you know about it. Fell on my head a few times, lost a couple screws. I'm not one to pick and choose. So it's kind of a conclusion here. You know, basically it feels like the album itself was just the strain on a relationship. So I don't think it was necessarily, well, I won't worry about multiple or not, but just the relationship in general, whoever it was with. You know, being out in LA and being away and just life speeding up and going fast was a challenge, right? I love this third verse. So, been a minute since I told you about the rent due. You've been letting me slide. I want to stay and be a tenant if you've got room for the rest of my life. Put my credit card on the counter, my debit too. I just got my fingers crossed. One of them goes through. Huh. Well, let's take off the headphones for closing thoughts, and then we'll jump into the music video reaction. I've only listened to it one time, but the experience I've just had in this hour and 40 minutes, that was one of the best albums I've ever heard. End statement. Like, phenomenal album. And it's just, and it's funny to me because this morning when I posted on Twitter, there was a couple people who were like, well, who's asking for this? Why are you doing this one? You're supposed to do the classics and all this other shit, right? Which, whatever. I hear that shit all the time. But I always laugh because usually when I get some pushback on whatever album I'm listening to for the week, it tends to be pretty good. This is fucking phenomenal. So insanely good. And I feel sad for people who won't even give it a listen. Like, I can't even imagine people looking at this and go, I'm not going to listen to that trash. This is fucking amazing. This is literally one of the best albums I've heard. Wow. Like, wow. Hearts completely top to bottom. I mean, again, it's only the first listen, so I don't want to get too carried away. But if it's that good the first time, and I'm pausing and I'm trying to, dissect and consider it, when I just go and listen to this, knowing that the songs weave into each other like they do, oh my God, this is just going to be fantastic 50 minutes every time I listen to it. So I don't want to say too much more because I don't want to like oversell the album when I haven't spent more time with it, So I don't want to like fanboy too hard, but to hear Smino for the first time and to hear this, to hear the vocal performance, the lyrical performance, the music, the tempo changes, the flow changes, the playfulness, the creativeness. I mean, it's just everything is in this album. And for it to do it in 50 minutes across 15 songs, it's incredible. Incredible. Oh my God, man. So now we're going to check out the music video. I was laughing. I was kind of talking about Curtains, right? The end of Curtains, how it feels like it's the end of the roller coaster ride, or maybe it's time for time to smoke a cigarette. Like, I feel like I need to just go outside and like take a breath. Holy shit, phenomenal. Okay, if you're watching on YouTube, this is the end of the video for you. If you want to watch me react to the music videos, I've started doing that recently in the last couple of months. But it's Patreon only, because otherwise the whole video gets blocked because I've got video copyright or image copyright and music copyright. So, well, there you go. I feel like there's probably elements of the video I didn't catch. I don't know. I think the one girl, it seems like where she was in the video was, it was just a simple life, hanging out with friends, playing a game out in the fucking country, like nothing base going on, kind of home. And then the other girl was maybe like that one track. I can't remember which one it was, but I think it was like, the Ghetto Fabulous. It's Friday. Friday's your day. The kind of like the party scene type of a thing. But then they all take off together. So who knows? All right. Phenomenal album. I am going to stop talking right now so I can go listen to it again. And we'll see you guys on Wednesday.